So now you're writing and performing your own classical music. How did that come about?
Well, the real impetus came from a trip to Morocco. I was working with the band there, but it was a negative experience on that particular trip. You know, the usual stuff, illness, mutiny. And after I went through that particular happenstance, I turned to the other ways I was making a living, which was playing piano for ballet companies. Now, in ballet companies, you have to know the dances, and you have to improvise music for the dancers. They'll follow a program, and it won't necessarily follow what you have on your sheet. So you have to be able to improvise. A rond de jambe, for instance, will be accompanied by music in 6/8 time. And when I did these improvisations, gradually, I developed a little body of work that I started polishing up. And before you know it, they became my original classical pieces.
I understand you also give concerts at senior residence homes?
It started when I began church services at one residence with Jan Jorgensen, the minister. She had one resident who would, despite being Jewish, come to the church services because she loved the hymns. She loved to sing along. And when she moved to another residence, I followed her there. And I continued playing music for her, and then gradually I started moving on to the different floors of that place, and then I spread out all through Montreal, and now I'm playing residences in Ottawa as well. I gotta say, it's just so heartwarming to be so appreciated by people. Working in these residences, you'll often be playing for people who have been great musicians. And so they have a real ear and an understanding of what it takes to play that music. And so when you see that kind of understanding and that acceptance, you really feel touched and honored. And I got to say, it's a pleasure in my life to go there and give concerts. Well, the next piece is called the Lady Slipper Waltz. And I was playing this at Lord Lansdowne in Ottawa. I didn't have a name to it yet. I didn't know what to call it, somebody's name, something. But this woman came up with Lady Slipper Waltz. And I want to dedicate it to Mrs. McCarthy tonight, because she came in from the Mrs. McCarthy to come and see me, and I'm so very happy that you're here tonight. Anyway, for you, the Lady Slipper Waltz. One second. Anyway, James Brown had that guy just to do this kind of stuff, It's very important.
What other inspirations do you draw upon when you're writing your own music?
Things that are spectacularly beautiful in this world, like En-Gedi, the beautiful kibbutz there was something that just blew my mind, and I learned a little of the history about it when I visited, and it was desert in 1956, just desert beside the Dead Sea, but over the next 30 years, from 1957, the work of 120 students and soldiers created a paradise, a Garden of Eden in the middle of this desert. They diverted a small stream, and all of a sudden, this blossomed from within. And it's just a tremendous inspiration to see the juxtaposition of this lush green jungle with beautiful flowers in the middle of this sand waste. So that was a huge inspiration to me. I loved that, and I wrote the En-Gedi suite around it, and I was so lucky to be able to premiere that suite at the En-Gedi Concert Hall. I was very honored to be able to do that.
And tell me, what other subjects do you write about?
The people that I love, they're huge for me, of course, you know, so I write songs about my family, my beautiful wife, Nechama, her family. I wrote songs about my mom. I'm writing a song about my father. And I even wrote a song celebrating my wife's parents' wedding anniversary. I was really excited to do that. I even performed it at their anniversary party in Israel. And that was a real treat for me.